Well, hello again, everybody. This is Martin Gresco. I am the Piano Pro, and I'm doing another live video tonight. I guess this is just several in a series of tests trying to figure out some different streaming options, as well as working on some lighting and backdrops and audio. As long as I've been doing this, I still think I'm a newbie because I'm just trying to figure out what in the world to do. So, very quickly, tonight's lesson is on, and I actually have a planned lesson for you. It is on how to play a ballad. This could apply to country or rock or pop or gospel. So this will actually cross a variety of genres, because in every genre of music, there's always a good ballad. And so we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the eighth note feel, and then we will also talk about when to pedal, because the pedaling is actually the one thing that I hear that I think keyboardists they miss a lot, is not the eighth note feel. I think that's kind of easy. It's what do you do with the pedal? All right, so the song that I'm going to use, and the music is up there, you should be able to see it. It's Desperado. This is the first verse. I've just done some easy slash notation for you, and so for playing the progression, it sounds like this. All I'm doing there is I'm strictly doing a chord accompaniment. And by the way, there are times when you can just do that in a ballad. Just chuck the chord. There's something really nice about something so simple and so understated as just playing the chord very simply. Gives everybody the ability really just to turn all of the attention to the vocalist and to the lyrics. That's a great thing. All right, so we're going to talk about right now the eighth note feel, and all that is you're going to take the chords and you're going to break them up. First chord is a G, and this is, by the way, this is G in the second inversion. Have you ever heard the word inversion? Here's a G in root position. G is on the bottom, there's a B, and there's a D. If you take that chord and move everything up, put the G on the top, you have a G in the first inversion. If you put the B on the top, you have a G in the second inversion. This is the same chord. You just are using the different inversions. So we're going to start with a G in the first inversion, and on beats 1 and beats 3, I'm going to actually play the chord. I won't break it up. But then on beats 2 and 4, I'm going to arpeggiate, or do what's called a broken chord, and I'll go from the top down. Let me play that 3-4 times in a row so you understand what I'm doing. I'm just breaking it up from the top down. Could you break it from the bottom up? Absolutely. Could you just continuously go back and forth? Absolutely. But for this song and for this video, I'm just going to break it from the top down. How do you know when to do what? That just comes from listening to lots of music and artistic taste. What are the other band members doing? What does the singer want you to do? So there's no one correct answer. So I'm going to go through this chord progression playing the arpeggiated eighth note feel, and it's just an even eighth note. That means that I'm not swinging anything. Everything is just straight ahead. At the very end, I didn't arpeggiate because we're doing each beat has a chord, a G with a D in the bass, a B7 with a D sharp in the bass, and then an E minor 7. 2, 3, and then then I broke it up on beat 4, and then A7, D, G, and that leads into the chorus or the refrain. So the most important part of what I wanted to talk to you about was actually not the 8th note video. I would say 100% of you watching me right now know exactly what that is, how to do it. Excuse me. So the key is, though, when to use the sustain pedal, because if I'm going to make a short list of what I think separates a decent keyboard player from someone who really knows their stuff, it's something as simple as just knowing when or when not to use the sustain pedal. And so when you're doing a ballad, especially at this tempo, but this applies, this pedaling rule is a good rule to just apply in general. You're actually going to release the pedal at the point of the chord change. So I've got G, and my pedal is depressed. When I get to the, this is like a G9, that's actually when I will release the pedal. And then quickly, after I've played the new chord, I will depress the pedal again. Let me demonstrate what I actually hear a lot of keyboard players doing. This is not correct. Do not do what I'm about to show you. It's all muddy. It's just kind of all, it's just a really muddy sound. But if you will release the pedal every time right on the new chord, the chord change, and then depress it again immediately afterwards, you get this really nice, clean sound like this. And that's a good rule in general for when you pedal, you release on the downbeat, and then you're going to immediately depress that pedal again as the upbeat is happening. And I do that not just in ballads, but that's generally the way I pedal, unless I'm doing something in a classical piece that calls for a different technique. But I'm going to tell you, for most of the stuff we're playing, guys, that's the technique. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about tonight, was the even 8th note ballad and the pedaling technique, which is, again, the rule. Let me repeat it one more time. The rule is to release the pedal. That is to, you're holding the pedal down, you're going to release it on the chord change, no pedal, and then I immediately press it again. Wish I had a camera shot of my foot. All right, so thank you guys and gals. Can I say gals? Is that okay? Thank you, everyone, ladies, gentlemen, everyone, for watching me. Listen, I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to do another live video on Thursday night, but also this week. And if you're not on my mailing list, you need to private message me and get on my mailing list, because I'm about to release another video this week or two on some country piano. One is a song called Look at Us by Vince Gill. Got some really cool piano techniques in it, but another is an oldie by a guy named Gene Watson, and it's a single note melodic type of fill, and you don't actually hear it a lot these days, but it's really cool. I'm telling you, you could bring it back and use it if you're playing gospel music or maybe doing some country bands on the weekend or something. You'll have some heads turned if you'll use some of this stuff. So those videos are coming out this week, and I'll try to get a live one in on Thursday. God bless you. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday.